Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Will we be prepared with the coming of Jesus? My dear brothers and sisters, you may hear the words, why do we have to celebrate another Christmas, another Advent season, with so many problems in our country, in our society, parang mas lumalala ang ating mga problema, mas bumibigat. The world seems even worse. Why is there a need to even celebrate? My dear brothers and sisters, we are missing the entire point if this is what is in our hearts. At bakit? Because we have to remember Christmas, the Christmas season, which we are preparing for, is experienced always from the inside and radiates outside. Ito'y nag-uumpisa sa looban, hindi sa ating panlabas. We can become so engrossed with the externals of the celebration that because today we are experiencing more and more problems in society, it seems that Christmas is now becoming less and less exciting. But we have to remember, my dear brothers and sisters, the first Christmas ever was externally and physically miserable, but it was also the most joyful. Pag minasdan natin ang Sagradang Pamilya in the cave at Bethlehem, it was miserable, but the most joyful. What is the essence of the Christmas and Advent season? How do we prepare for it? What is the essence of the spirit of this season? My dear brothers and sisters, yung pinakadiwa ng ating celebration that we are looking forward to is the coming of infinite love into the world. Evil as it is, sinful as it is, infinite love has come. It is symbolized by the innocence of a Christ child. Ngunit ang batang ito ay tatanda. He will become a man and he will die out of infinite love in order to conquer sin and evil. Christ will defeat everything using only one weapon. Ang kanyang sandata ay pag-ibig. Not any kind of love, my dear brothers and sisters. We are talking about divine love, the love of God. My dear brothers and sisters, it is a love that transforms anything and everything that it touches because it moves with the power of God Himself. That is why kapag wala ang pinakadiwang ng ating selebrasyon, which is infinite love, no decoration, no beautiful Christmas trees, or even many, many gifts will bring true joy and real hope in our hearts. But with the true spirit of Christmas and Advent, my dear brothers and sisters, wherever you find yourselves, you will be able to create Christmas there. Sa inyong mga tahanan, sa inyong mga komunidad, sa inyong trabaho. you will be able to bring the Christmas joy and hope to those situations, places, persons. That's why we can be so focused on the wrong notion of the season that we avoid anything that can bring us sadness and misery. Gusto kong maging masaya sa panahon na ito, so I will try to avoid all persons and situations that make me sad. But the Advent spirituality, the spirituality of Advent, is the poor baby in the manger who will become the poor man nailed on the cross. That is the Advent spirituality. It is not looking at what is beautiful, memorable, exciting. Advent spirituality is bringing the Christmas spirit in people, places, and events that need it the most. The love of God that transforms everything. The power of God's love that is infinite. As Christians, we can bring that. As Christians, we bring that, and we should bring that. That's why, my dear brothers and sisters, the true dwelling place of the celebration and the spirit of Advent and Christmas is in the heart. Christmas is not about outward affluence, but inner abundance. Inner abundance, the life of God, the love of God in our hearts. Kapag meron tayong ganyang klaseng elemento sa ating puso, mag-iiba ang ating pananaw sa ating lipunan. We will be filled with hope, confidence, and even joy. Today, we celebrate the first Novena Mass for the great feast of Our Lady, the feast of the Immaculate Conception. And therefore, I would like to recommend, my dear brothers and sisters, calling upon Our Lady to experience this essence of the spirit of Christmas and Advent. Our Lady was the first to experience the true joy and hope. So let us ask for her intercession. First, we ask for her eyes, yung kanyang mga mata, so that we will be able to see what is truly essential and extraordinary around us. To see things always with the eyes of innocent faith. Pangalawa, let us ask Our Lady to grant her heart, so that we may be able to love like her in the midst of darkness. Carry our burdens and the burdens of others with our heart. Naalala po ninyo, sa Francia, in Lourdes, Our Lady appeared to Saint Bernadette at sabi niya, I am the Immaculate Conception. Hindi niya sinabi, I am immaculately conceived. She did not use the words Immaculate Conception as a verb, but as a noun. I am the Immaculate Conception. Anong ibig sabihin niyan? That means, my dear brothers and sisters, the very essence of Our Lady is immaculate. The very essence of Our Lady is perfection of grace. She is the fullness of grace. Kaya nga ang tawag ng anghel sa kanya, filled and full of grace. That is the other name of Our Lady. She is therefore perfect love. Why? Because perfect grace is perfect love. Perfect grace is perfect love. No one, therefore, can love us more after God than Mama Mary. No one can love us more after God than Mama Mary. My dear brothers and sisters, 23 years ago, during the time of Cardinal Sin, I was designated the exorcist of Manila. Until now, I am in that position. 23 years ago, I remember, since there were still no exorcists in the Philippines, my life became a hell on earth. Napakaraming pagsubok. The devil harassed me so bad that even priests around me were afraid. I would always fall into so many kinds of accidents. Naging miserable ang aking buhay, naging depressed ako. I was being harassed left and right by so many kinds of emotional, psychological problems. Whenever I would ride a vehicle, the vehicle would get destroyed or malfunction. I would get hit by a car. If I would even ride a boat, the boat would stop in the middle of the sea. Napakaraming mga harassments. I remember, my dear brothers and sisters, I had had enough. I went to the chapel of the seminary because I was then assigned in the seminary. I prostrated myself on the floor sa harapan ng statwa ng ating mahal na ina. And I asked her, Mama Mary, save me. I will not stand from this floor until you answer my prayer. Save me from all these harassments. Naalala ko ilang oras ang nakalipas. Medyo dumilim na. Nag-umpisa ako sa hapon at dumidilim na. When I suddenly felt deep within my heart the voice of Mama Mary, at sabi niya sa akin, My dear son, because you have prayed with faith and perseverance, I will now answer your prayers. I will protect you. I stood up, filled with joy in my heart. I knew that she would now protect me. And after that, my dear brothers and sisters, all the accidents, all the harassments, the emotional, psychological attacks stopped. It ended. She was truly a great treasure and gift of God to me. And that is one of my most notable experiences of Mama Mary. Of course, marami pa yan. But that was the first notable experience, really notable experience of Our Lady sa aking buhay. So don't ever, ever forget her, especially during this season of Advent. That is why, my dear brothers and sisters, in the gospel, Jesus tells us, how many will be prepared for my coming? How many will experience and live out the true spirit of Christmas? How many will truly experience the true joy of Christmas? How many will be transformed during the Advent season? How many will truly understand what Christmas is all about? What Advent is all about? How many souls will be prepared to so that Jesus, when He comes into your soul, will be pleased and happy? With Mary, let us prepare well yung ating puso, yung ating kaluluwa. Ihanda natin kasama ang ating mahal na ina. With our eyes, we will be able to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. We will be able to see the supernatural in the natural, to see the spiritual in the mundane. With our heart, we will be able to love the unlovable and forgive the unforgivable. My dear brothers and sisters, let us ask Our Lady to journey with us. This season, this Advent season, is a reminder, a sign to all of us that all in all, God's ultimate plan for us and its fulfillment is inevitable. there will be justice, there will be love, there will be peace. Because God chose to come into our world despite all the evil and sin around us. Love will always triumph in the end. Ang ating pag-asa ay tunay dahil ito'y nakaugat sa walang hanggang pag-ibig ng Diyos sa atin. Our hope is real. Our hope is alive. We keep on fighting the good fight. Amen.